Hello today, and today we're going to have a game of No Exit on the Amstrad CPC. Just browsing through my ROMs actually, and I thought No Exit, that sounds interesting. We'll give it a go. And right, hang on a minute. Arrow keys to move the raster. Right, I don't know. Suppose it adds to the game, I guess. Alright, let's just get out of it. So we've got more. Oh, here we go. So this is the menu. Right, so we've got select player. So one player or two players. So you can have one or two players, which is always good. So we've got game parameters. This is an interesting one. So you can actually select how much strength you want. And all sorts of things here. So you can have it if you want more strength, less resistance, and more efficiency if you want. I don't know, it's good. That's good, you can do that. It's a good touch, that. So let's just make it 50-50. 50-50 all round if we can. Yeah, let's make it 50-50 all round. Demo mode, Hall of Fame, and start game. Right, so player one is joystick. So okay, I do believe there is a an Amstrad Plus stroke GX 4000 version. Obviously you're going to get all the enhancements, but this is the standard CPC version, and I only believe it's a 1 to 8K only version. But yeah, so basically if I owned this back in the day, it wouldn't have worked because I only owned a standard CPC 464. So, and I had no enhancements on that whatsoever. Didn't have a 1 to 8K upgrade, didn't have no disk drive facilities. Anyway, I only had the standard CPC 464. And I owned 3 of them back in the day, and they was all standard. So here we go. Well, I've already started, but right, so we're the one in the stone washed Wranglers. The one with what looks like Ric Flair from WWF wrestling. If you're old like me, you'll probably remember who Ric Flair is, or was. We're not talking about the shit WWE here, we're talking about when it was WWF. Yes, I used to watch WWF. Sometimes. Remember the days when we first got Sky TV, watching WWF wrestling on Sky 1. But graphically, it looks pretty decent. The animation looks, well, there's animation there, you know, and what it does, it looks pretty good. I think, you know, it plays pretty well for a fighting game. Alright, you ain't gonna measure to the likes of IK Plus and things like that, but for what it is, it's pretty damn good. Sprites are, you know, and oh, look at that! Wow, it exploded into blood. Yeah, for what it is, I think it's pretty decent. I thought it crashed. Then it's not. It's loading. Right, so level 2. So I can only imagine 2-player on this. I think it'll be pretty good. Right, here's some more moves. I'm just keeping right. So you do kick. So it's a joystick game, obviously. Obviously, I don't know what the second player will be using because the CPC. Well, actually, it did support 2 joysticks, but the problem is with the CPC, you had to have one of them crappy joysticks, the JY1 or the JY2, because that was the only way you could support 2 joysticks. I mean, with the Plus computers, obviously they had another joystick port. And the CPC could support 2 buttons. If anyone didn't know that, yeah, the CPC could support 2 fire buttons, separate ones. Obviously there was hardly any back in the 80s, so a lot of games had the one button option. Right, okay. So it looks like we're fighting. Oh no. Oh! The fuck is. I've turned it into something else. I've turned it into a baboon or something like that. Or Bigfoot. No, I'm back now. Bigfoot! Graphically in the background looks pretty good. You get different backgrounds going on. Obviously don't know if there was a standard CPC 464 version, a 64K version rather, a cassette version. But if it was a budget game, then yeah, I think it'd be well worth $1.99, $2.99. Don't know about a full price game though, but certainly for $1.99 or $2.99 you would have picked up a good game. But then you got to talk about it's a disc version, so you would have been paying more money anyway. But I never owned a disc drive, as I said before. I only had tape capabilities, so I don't know if I would have bought this game, because I don't think I could, because it would have only been a 1 to 8K disc version. But you never know, it might have been tape version. Because I tend to, when I download ROMs, I tend to download disc images instead of tape images, because there's no point downloading tape images now. I tend to use emulators all the time, but I might look into it, because I do have a real Amstrad CPC 464, so it'd be good to see what it'll look like on the actual machine itself, if there is a 64K version. Let's say 2-player might have been interesting, but I could probably see me getting bored with this game, because you know, if you had an Amstrad CPC 464 back in the day, and you had games like IK Plus, Barbarian, there will probably be games you'll come back to. I mean, for a budget, if it was a budget game, it wouldn't be so bad. It's not bad, you know. Graphically, it does look pretty good. Oh, so this is where it lets it down. You have to put your name. Hang on. Oh right. You have to put your name in the stupid console arcade style. And I'm going to say it again. You have a keyboard on your computer. Why would you want to fucking do that stupid shit with your joystick, entering your name like that? Unless it came out at the same time as the enhanced version. Perhaps they've done 2 versions, this standard version and an enhanced version. I don't know. I didn't quite catch the date when it was released. But for what it was, I quite liked it. You know, if it was a budget title, yeah, it'd be well worth it. But full price rather, it'd probably be a game that you'd probably get bored with. It wouldn't be a comeback fighting game, but for what it is, it looks pretty in place pretty well. Anyway, I'm going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.